Good evening. It is now evening time this evening. I am in my cozy pajamas. Daylight savings time has ended here in Australia, so it gets darker much earlier. I have my cozy cup of tea happening here, and this is the monthly April Colour with me, Colour and Chat. So welcome back, and we will do some cozy colouring this evening. But before I begin that, I want to show you these things. So this is my latest colouring book haul. When I was on annual leave from the hospital, I had, I guess you could call it a little hyperfixation, just a little one, on watching octopus documentaries and like under the sea documentaries, but it was mainly about the octopus just because they're so fascinating and interesting, and I wanted to learn a little bit more. So there's a few good ones on the YouTube, of course. And so after that, I went on a little Amazon hunt and I bought some under the sea or nautical themed colouring books. I have one more that's on the way, and that is the Hannah Calzon Atlantis colouring book. It's kind of under the sea themed as well, so I can't wait to have a look at what's in that one. I have most of Hannah Calzon's colouring books, so I'm excited to get that one. Anyway, so I just thought I'd show you my little under the sea ocean colouring book haul. I bought the Lulu Mayo A Million Sea Creatures. I purchased Ocean Cute and Comfy colouring book. So this is, you know, those popular cozy cute colouring books. RJ Hampson has a Oceans colouring book, so of course I would get that. And the images in these books are just beautiful. And this one, Arita Berman, Hidden Oceans. And this is a book we're going to be colouring in today. I was trying to look for an octopus colouring book. An octopus page. So the one I thought we could do, there's a few in Rita Berman. See, there's one. Not doing that one. There's a few here, but I want to kind of keep it brief and short because this book is like very detailed. So I thought we could do, where is it? Like, as you can see, this will take me ages. Like in a good way, but that's not what I want to do tonight. So I want to do this page because I found the little octopus here. We're not going to do this page. I think this is a double page spread because you can see it all connected. But I want to do this page because you've got your octopus, your jellyfish, and all your fish there. So that is what we are going to do. So take a seat, grab a snack and a beverage, and you can either chill with me and watch me colour or colour along with me. And what I want to use this evening is my Prismacolor colour pencils. This is how I store them. There's like 150 pencils in here, and and this is how I store all my Prismacolors. I have not played with Prismacolor pencils for a while, but these pencils are smooth and beautiful, and I just love using them, and you've got so many colour choices. All right, let me get set up here and we will get colouring. We will start with like these wavy bits here. So they kind of go there and in and out of the fish and the whatever. And I have my three blue colours. I have a light blue, like a middle blue, and a dark blue. And we will just start colouring with this, I guess. We'll just have a play around with, you know, the different colours. I just want to start off with the lighter colour. Yeah, I'm in the mood to do some pencil work this evening. We'll kind of go, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm kind of making it darker as it gets to the center bit. And then the darkest bit in the middle. Oh. I don't know if that'll show up, but oh. That pencil didn't like being that sharp. And if you haven't used Prismacolors before, they just blend so beautifully. Oh my goodness, they're the best. You can't really go wrong with Prismacolor. And like I said, they just offer so many colours. Well, you got 150 to choose from. Let's do this one. And I might get the gel pens and acrylic markers out. Maybe. We'll see how I feel towards the end of this when I finish. It's like right on the edge here. Let's do that colour there. Okay. And right in the middle is the darker bit. Just blend all the colours. So this is the April colour and chat, right? And in my mind, it's still Easter time. I was hoping to film a Easter themed page. So I'm hoping if my time and schedule allows me to, that I can actually film just a cute little Easter. I do have some Easter colouring books, so I did want to use them. Sorry, I just got interrupted there. As I was saying, I'm hoping to do some Easter themed colouring pages, as I do have some cute Easter colouring books. That's my plan for April, but yeah, like I said, we'll see if things happen that way. But I just really wanted to do this octopus page. So, like I've said with colour pencil, it's just a matter of going back and forth with the shading. Might do some gel pen work with these later as well. So I'm just completing the last bit of the water here, or the water feature, because that took a little while. But I'm still just using the same 3 colours, and I've kind of just been going back and forth between the shading sessions. And I just shade where, I don't know, I feel like shading, I guess. Oh, actually there's a little bit sticking out there. These wavy bits I want to do like a seaweed type colour, I've decided, and then we'll fill in these wormy bits here as well. But what I thought was, instead of me talking nonsense during my colour and chat or colour with me videos, why don't I actually talk about something that's cool and interesting? And I thought I would talk about some fun facts about octopus, because honestly, watching those documentaries, they have superpowers. They are just amazing creatures. Now, I will confess, so I am cheating a little bit here. I've had to get my facts from ChatGPT and Google, because honestly, I don't study octopus. I'm not like a marine biologist or anything like that. So what I will be sharing with you guys is just facts from the good old internet. And as I was reading through these little octopus fun facts, they did mention it in all the documentaries. The documentaries I watched were the ones off National Geographic, and you can find them on YouTube quite easily. I just had so much fun watching them. I actually watched them twice because they were just so beautiful and cool, and one of the what do you call it? I don't know if they were marine biologists or, you know, the people that study octopus. They actually got to like shake hands with the octopus, and oh, that was so cool. Anyway, so let's start with fact number 1. They have 3 hearts. 2 hearts pump blood to the gills, and 1 pumps blood to the rest of the body. And apparently 1 heart stops when they, like, it stops beating when they swim. So that apparently that is why they prefer to crawl along the floor. And it's so creepy how they move. Yeah. And as you know, octopus are very flexible and can fit through the tightest of spaces because they don't have any bones. Their one and only bone is in their mouth, which is like right in the center point. I think it's called the beak, I think. That's not on my facts sheet, actually. That is me just remembering. Sorry, I should bring you in a little bit closer there so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. They have blue blood. This is fact number 2. Their blood uses copper and not iron like ours, which makes it blue, which helps them survive in cold, low oxygen water. Wow, that's actually amazing to know. Imagine if we had that. Imagine if we could like switch blood types between iron and copper. We would be so cool. Then we could really explore the depths of the oceans without, you know, all the scuba diving gear. I mean, we still obviously need to have maybe the oxygen tank, maybe, or we would need gills. That would be so cool. Fact number 3 is they are incredibly intelligent. I have heard that before. And they can like solve puzzles, open jars, and are quite the escape artists when they're trapped in their tanks. Fact number 4 is they have 9 brains. So they have one central brain. I'm reading this now. They have one central brain and one mini brain in each of their arms here. How freaky is that? I've heard that it's like their tentacles are like our tongue, where they can kind of sense, they can sense and like, yeah, their tentacles are quite sensitive like our tongue, or probably even more sensitive like our tongue. But imagine it would be like us having 9 tongues. Oh, maybe I'm just talking crap here now. Each arm can taste, touch, and move independently. So they're very sensitive. All their little, what's it called? Their little sucker bits on the end are very sensitive. It's so cool but freaky at the same time. Like, sea creatures just freak me out. I could never go diving. I am not that adventurous. Like, I just like to watch from afar. I don't have the sense of adventure doing any deep diving. So it kind of freaks me out a bit. Sea creatures they're beautifully weird. When I was watching these documentaries, they're just beautifully weird looking animals, but you know, they mean no harm. They're just minding their own business down below, just like we mind our own business up here. These fish here are going to be my little bumblebee fish. Okay, fact number 5. They are masters of camouflage. And this is where they have superpowers, because they can change the color and the texture and their shape in seconds. Yeah, they can even mimic other animals, and this is all because they're protecting themselves from other prey. That's how they survive, is they change color. So they camouflage into the color of the coral, or they camouflage into other sea animals. And there is one, and I remember this from the documentary, it's called the mimic octopus, and that one is a master of disguise. Like, that one can change color, and that can morph into other sea creatures. Not completely morph, but it mimics. Like, it can change color and mimic a certain type of sea eel, which is poisonous to fish, and it mimicked another type of animal I remember seeing, and it was just incredible. I think they can change color and texture. What did they say? 120 times, was it not per minute? I don't know. I can't remember what the actual time bit was, but like, seriously, that is a superpower. Gosh, if humans had the, you know, the blood of an octopus, but, you know, we had our arms and legs, like if we had human structure, but like had all the things the octopus could do, like change color, change texture, honestly, we would be invincible. Just incredible octopus. I'm still blown away by all this. But, you know, every time I see an octopus, they kind of creep me out as well. So I appreciate them from afar. And the thing is, though, I hate eating octopus. I've never liked it. Like, I do like other seafood, but just octopus is yuck. I don't like the taste of it. Never have. Okay, fact number 6. They can regrow arms. I don't know how long it takes, but if they accidentally lose an arm, they can apparently regrow. I'd actually like to see that. Now this, I'm just reading this next fact is, so I say it's not listed, but it actually is. So just ignore that, what I said before. It's about the, like, they have no bones. So because they have no bones, it allows them to squeeze through tiny gaps. And so their beak, if their beak fits, then their whole body fits. Yeah, so that's it there. And I don't know how sharp their beak is, but it must be sharp enough because it can crush like the shell of a crab. And then it just states that some octopus are extremely venomous, like our Australian blue ring octopus. So you do not want to get in the way of one of those. And it actually, in the documentary, it does actually say how the blue ring octopus survives, and yeah, it's so cool. But like I've been saying, just so cool that you just want to stay away and admire them from afar. Please don't ever touch a blue ring octopus. No, because the venom can kill you in minutes. And then, this next fact is kind of sad actually. So the females are devoted mums. And what that means is once they lay their eggs, they guard their eggs for months and months, and the female octopus won't survive. After the eggs have hatched, it says that she's done her job, and yeah, she just passes away because she hasn't eaten, which is kind of sad. So that's the last thing she does, which is kind of lovely, but also a bit sad because the octopus only live for 2 to 3 years, I remember them saying. So that's a bit sad. But they lay thousands of eggs. Yeah, she doesn't eat during this time and dies shortly after they hatch. Bless her. And it was so funny in the documentary. They follow one type of octopus, and I can't remember the breed of it, but it's so funny watching the male try and court the female. Like, the female is so picky, and I love it. Like, apparently she'll store the sperm, but if someone better comes along, then she'll get rid of his sperm and have the new sperm if she allows the new male to mate with her. And it was so funny because there's one scene and the female octopus with her tentacle was like slapping the male, as in pushing him away, but he was quite persistent and he eventually won her over. But at first she was like, nah, get away, with her tentacle. It was so funny. And yeah, watching octopus mate is very weird. It's a very weird thing, and I won't go into too much detail about that. But, you know, each to their own. It's nature. It's the way nature goes. And the last fact here, it says that they use their ink as a smoke bomb. That's right. So when threatened, they shoot out a cloud of ink to confuse predators and escape. That's so cool as well. That's like squid. Don't squid do that as well, I think? And then there is a bonus fun fact, and it says that the common octopus vulgaris has suckers that can taste what they touch as well. I've never heard of that octopus species. Honestly, how amazing are they? Just watching them, they're so, like, they're so weird and creepy, but they're so graceful and beautiful at the same time, the octopus. I definitely have a new appreciation after being educated a little bit. And yeah, I apologise if you already knew these facts about octopus, but I'm on an octopus journey, or I still am on an octopus journey. So cool. For the next bit, I had the coolest idea. Well, I'm excited by this. You know, it's just the little things sometimes. This jellyfish thing is going to be the neon colours. So I found all the neon colours in the Prismacolors. So I thought we could just have a bit of a play with those while I have looked up more octopus facts, because those 10 facts weren't enough and I want to continue the conversation. Oh yeah, look how neon that is. Okay, so octopus can edit their own RNA. That's how, like, they can change how their genes are used without altering their DNA. And it helps them adapt quickly to different temperatures and environment. Okay. Most of their neurons are in their arms. So about 2/3 of an octopus's neurons are in its arms. And yeah, like we kind of said before, each arm can make decisions independently. Their third heart stops swimming. Their third heart stops when they're swimming. So yeah, we kind of mentioned that before. So the systemic heart pauses during jet propulsion. Swimming is energetically expensive, which is why they prefer crawling. Yeah, okay. they use tools. So, yeah, they can actually grab, like there's one scene in the doco that an octopus is carrying coconut shells, and they can use tools to protect themselves or build houses. Like, they're quite resourceful. It's the coolest thing ever. And it's one of the few invertebrates known to use tools, as it says there. They can walk on two arms. So some octopus mimic algae by walking on two arms. So the mimic octopus is famous for this behavior. Okay, so we mentioned the mimic octopus before. They show individual personalities, which I actually did not know that. Okay. Yeah, so studies show display traits like boldness, curiosity, and shyness. They are semi-parous. I've never heard of that word, but apparently that means they only breed once. Yeah, so they, like I said, they reproduce once and then the mother lays the eggs and then that's it. Their ink has multiple functions, okay. So it not only interferes with predators, but some species release a mucus ink pseudomorph shaped like their body. Ooh, okay, interesting. So they have large genomes which contain expansion of genes linked to neutral development and skin color change. Okay. Their suckers are chemically sensitive, so they can detect dissolved chemicals through direct contact, effectively tasting surfaces. Oh, there you go. And yeah, then it says one of the most venomous animals lives in Australia, and that is the blue ring octopus. So the venom produces tetrodotoxin, which blocks sodium channels and can cause paralysis. Yeah, that'll be an awful way to go. Yikes. Very scary. And bonus high-level fact is octopus intelligence evolved independently from vertebrates, an example of convergent evolution. Okay. Pretty cool stuff. Our fishy friend here can be orange. Just doing some little shading bits for fishy. This is where we are at, and I just realized this is like in the shape of a teardrop or a water drop. I haven't got many more bits to go. I just got our octopus friend, who's going to be bright red, of course, but our little shell friend here is going, look how short this pencil is. It's one of my favorite colors. It's called Orange Mineral, but it's more like a terracotta color, which I love. So of course we have to add that in here. I'll just add bits and pieces everywhere. That can be. I do have a darker pencil to shade it in. Oh, it's a real challenge trying to colour with a pencil this small. I do have another pencil. I do have a backup. Let's do this bit white in here and just kind of blend it out a little. And now for the star of our show tonight. This is what this whole page is dedicated to, is our octopus friend. And it is going to be a red octopus. So the base color is going to be red. And then I'm just going to shade it, and I might get the acrylic pens out and do other bits and pieces. Again, this is another small pencil that I'm working with. I do have a backup, but I'm waiting till the very last minute. I think I do have like a pencil extender somewhere. I think I do. I have to check my art drawers somewhere. I'm just getting all the base colour down. So it's a bit rough at the minute. What I was going to say before, after me finishing all my octopus fun facts, if you guys know of any like octopus documentaries that I should check out, or any books that I should read about octopus, leave a comment below, because I would love to explore this further. And we're going to shade certain bits here. So I'll shade in my octopus and I'll come back. Pencil work is done now, and as you can see, I have all my acrylic markers here. I've used these are my Moonlight, Jelly Roll Moonlight pens in this section here, and I'm going to use these Ohuhu acrylic markers just in these bubble bits here, and I'm going to kind of go over the bubbles. And what I will do, I'm hoping this will work, is kind of, so instead of kind of just colouring in all the bubbles, just do some dot work in all different colours. And you just go and do different sizes of circles, really. And I'm hoping this will work out. So different coloured dots here. The light colour is the base colour. And then I'll go in with my second colour. Oh, I should have waited till it kind of dries down a bit. I know they probably won't look like bubbles anymore. They might just look like blobby bits. And then the dark. And I'm just going to keep on going over this section with the same three colours. Alrighty, so that's how that turned out. We kind of lost the bubble effect a little bit, but I actually don't mind that. So I'm going to do the same on the outer edge just to fill in these bits here. So I've got a dark blue, a light blue, and then I've got my white here. So we'll just start with dark blue. And all you do is start with the darkest colour at the edge. Sorry, you can't see my fat fingers are in the way. Just like that. So it takes a few layers to build this up. But I want to keep the edge of it the darkest. Shake this. And then you kind of let it dry for a bit, and then you go over it with your second colour. just like that. And then you get your third colour, which is the white, and you just go over it. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to go back and forth with that effect along the outer bit of the shape here. All right, this is how we are looking now. I'm going to call this page finished. This is what the effects of the acrylic dot effect looks like. I actually don't mind how this page turned out. And I also went over the octopus suckers there to try and make them look suckery. I don't know if I succeeded there, but I don't mind how this page turned out. I mean, Prismacolors just work well for me every time. And this was actually a really fun page to complete with you guys this evening. So thank you so much if you've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for making it this far. And also thank you for hearing me talk about interesting fun facts about octopus. I'm sure there's many more facts that I don't know about, but we're just keeping it simple here tonight. And it was a lot of fun with you guys. So ta-ta for now, guys.